Now we move to the next problem. What is this? This is a maximize z equal to 5x1 plus 2x2 and subject to 6x1 plus 10x2 less than equal to 30, 10x1 plus 4x2 less than equal to 20, where x1, x2 greater than equal to 0. Now by similar process we adding two slack variables, because this is a less than equal to, that's why we add slack variables, two slack variable x3 and x4, and we rewrite this inequation by equation 6x1 plus 10x2 plus x3 equal to 30, 10x1 plus 4x2 plus x4 equal to 20, and by using or for using these two slack variables we adjusted the maximized z. What is this? Then the adjusted maximized z equal to 5x1 plus 2x2 plus 0 into x3 plus 0 into x4. Now by similar process we write this table. This is C, the coefficient of z 5, 2, 0, 0, all of you know, and this is B. B means this side, the right side 30 and 20, here we write down 30 and 20, and A1 means A1 vector 6, 10, A2 vector means 10 and 4, and A3 means 1, 0, and A4 means 0, 1. Okay, and here basis is A3, A4. So this is the basis column and the coefficient is 0, 0. Okay, and by previous method we find Zj minus Cj. Zj minus Cj means 0 into 30 plus 0 into 20, here 0, and next this value is, what is this? 0 into 6, 0 into 10, 0 into 6 plus 0 into 10 minus 5, we obtain minus 5. Similarly we find minus 2, 0 and 0. So here we found that here this minus 5 is the largest negative number, because this is a maximized z. Okay, that's why we choose the largest maximum number. This is minus 5, and we take this is the new element, and we divide the coefficient of B by the column vectors of A1 corresponding A1. That means 30 divides 6, we get 30 divides 6 equal to 5, 20 divides 10 equal to 2, and here we choose the minimum ratio. Here minimum ratio is 2. Okay, so now we find the key element. This is the key element is the junction of that line and that line. This is the junction. Okay, so this 10 is the key element, and we complete the next table by using this key element by similar previous method. Okay, so we complete the table. Zj minus Cj, and again we can say the same thing from the previous problem. Here you see that the key element presents in the A1 column and A4 row. So therefore A4 comes out and A1 comes in the basis column. Okay, what is this? Mind it, the key element present in the A1th column and A4th row. That's why A4 comes out and A1 comes in. Okay, or in either words, A4 is replaced by A1 with coefficient, and A3 is right as usual. So A3 0 and here A1 5. Okay, and next we divide the kth row. This called the kth row. Kth row divided by kth element. So that's mean 20 divide 10 equal to 2. 20 divide 10 equal to 2, and 10 by 10 that means 1, and here 4 by 10 that means 2 by 5, here 0, here 1 by 10. Okay, now we found this position by using the kth element by the previous method. Okay, what is this? 30 into 10 minus 20 into 6 divided by 10. Okay, what is this? 30 into 10 minus 6 into 20 divided by 10 and this is 18. This is 18. So we write down here 18. Okay, and again the above and below position of the kth element becomes 0. This is method. Okay, and by similar process we find this position, and this is 38 divided by 5. Okay, and this is 1 and this is 3 by minus 3 by 5. And similarly we obtain this position also. What is this? 10 into 0, 0 into 10, 0 into 10 minus 20 into minus 5. Okay, that means plus 100 divided by 10, so that means we get 10. Okay, and similarly we find this position 10 into minus 2 minus 4 into minus 5. So here this is 0 and this is similarly this is 0 and this is half. Okay, and here you can see that all the Zj minus Cj, all the Zj minus Cj is greater than equal to 0. Okay, so this is the maximum value. The max value is max Z equal to 10 at x1 equal to 2, x1 equal to 2 and x3 equal to 18. So the solution is max Z equal to 10 at x1 equal to 2 and x2 equal to 0. This is a non-basic variable. Okay, this is a non-basic variable because there are two variables x1 and x2. So that's why we required x1 and x2. Okay, but more interesting part in this problem, you see that a2, this is a2 is a non-basic variable because a2 is not present in that column. Okay, so the a2 is a non-basic variable, but there z2 minus c2, this position z2 minus c2, j equal to 2, this is 0. So that's why we choose the next largest negative number is 0. Okay, we choose this 0 because the non-basic vector there zj minus cj cannot be 0. The non-basic vector there z2 minus c2 cannot be 0. That's why we choose this is your next element, next choosing element. Okay, now we find the similar way, we find the minimum ratio. Okay, let me minimum, how to find minimum ratio? 18 divided by 38 by 5, 18 divided by 38 by 5. So this is 90 by 38, and similarly here 2 by 5, this is equal to 5. Okay, so here also the minimum ratio is this. This is the your minimum ratio, and this is the junction of two choosing elements. This is called the key element. Okay, this is key element. This is key element. By using this key element, we move to the next problem. Okay, next table. Now this key element presents in the A2th column and A3th row. That's why A3 comes out and A2 comes in. In either words, A3 is replaced by A2 with coefficient. So A2 2 and A1 5. Okay, this is Zj minus Cj. Now first of all we divide the row by key element. Okay, so we obtain this is 45 by 19, and this is this 0 divided by this term, that means 0, and this is becomes 1, and this divide by this element, that means 5 by 38, and this is minus, this is minus 3 by 38. Okay, now we write down the below element of the key element which becomes 0. This is method. Okay, and now we find the next rest of the elements. Okay, we find out this position. How to find this position? 2 into 38 by 5 minus 18 into 2 by 5 divided by key element. What is this? 2 into 38 by 5 minus 18 into 2 by 5 divided by 38 by 5, that means divided by key element. Always we divide by key element. Okay, so after calculation we obtain this is 20 by 19. And similarly we find this position also, 1 into this minus 0 into this. We always start from the key element. Okay, in this case here we are starting from key element, this into 10, this into 1, this into 30. Always we start from the key element. Okay, so here also 38 by 5 into 1 minus 0 into 2 by 5. So this is by divided by key element. So this is also 1. Okay, and this is similarly by we get minus 2 by 19, and this is 5 by 38, and here 10, 0, 0 and 1 by 2. Here you see that all Zj minus Cj is greater than equal to 0, and here the two basic variables, what is this, a1 and a2, they are corresponding, z1 minus c1 equal to 0 and 0. Okay, so that's why we obtain the optimal stage, and the solution is x1 equal to 20 by 19 and x2 equal to 45 by 19 and max z equal to is 10. Here the interesting part is this table, up to this table all the Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0, but the main problem was here this is the a2 is the non-basic variable, a2 is not present in that column. So that's why we choose this 0 is the largest negative number as the largest negative number. So we move to the next table, but here you see that this the maximum z 10 and finally was also 10. So that means in that case the maximum value is fixed, but here x1 equal to 2 and x2 equal to 0, but in that case x1 equal to 20 by 19, x2 equal to 45 by 19. So this problem is a problem of having multiple solution. Okay, so some problem may have the more than one solution. Okay, so this is a one type of problem. So you can check all this type of problem and you get the good result or you can able to get problem solver. Okay.